Good morning, good morning, good morning, YouTube family. It's Coach Erica Janelle coming before you this Thursday morning. Of course, to do my check-in. I'm sorry I haven't been before you guys as much this week. I've been really wrapping up a lot of projects, trying to get business taxes done and all this stuff. So I apologize for my delay in getting with you guys. But I wanted to come before you really quickly this morning and offer you some encouragement. You know that I'm always very honest about my journey and the challenges that I face and the lessons that I'm learning. And so, of course, I'm going to share that with my YouTube family. Well, one of the things that I've been faced with a lot of different challenges for the last probably, I would say probably year. But it's getting a little bit more intense for me. And one of the things that I'm starting to realize is, not even starting to realize, one of the things I realize is if I trace back every time in my life where I've had a major breakthrough, I can always remember that things got really, 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 really rough before they got better. And with that being said, that's exactly what's happening to me right now. And so I'm noticing that the tests and the trials are intensifying. And to me, that is a clear indication that my breakthrough is here. So I smile because it sucks and it hurts when you're dealing with it. But if you keep your eyes focused on things that are spiritual and not just focused on what you see with your natural eye, and you begin to see things from a deeper level, and you start to understand how this process works, it will actually make you rejoice and change your frame of mind when it comes to your trials and tribulations. I'm not saying it's going to be easy. I'm not going to sit here and say that you will smile through them. I'm not going to sit here and say that you won't be challenged by those things. But what I am going to say is it's a clear indication that your breakthrough is at hand. And so when things intensify, for me, I try to, because I know my temper and I know my personality and I know my mouth can be sharp, especially if I feel like I'm being attacked, or especially if I feel like my character is being questioned or anything like that. So when I'm going through these different challenges where I know I can be triggered and I know that I can easily step off my throne and tell somebody what it is, I tend to take those moments and just stay to myself, if possible. It's not always possible. I try to stay to myself. I try to do some introspection so that my words are not going to hinder my progress and what I'm trying to accomplish. I want my words to be in line with what my manifestations are and what I'm believing God for. So I cannot afford to allow negativity to dictate to me how I'm going to respond or how I'm going to react to people. I have to be mindful of my words because I know what I'm working on. I know what I'm working towards. I know what I'm working to accomplish, and I'm not willing to sacrifice that for anyone. And so for me, I am learning the value of just keeping my mouth closed. And even when I feel the negativity rising and I want to say something, I want to defend myself, or I want to fight with words, because I can cut a person with my words. I'm pretty good at that, and I try not to be that person. But you know, we all have our things that we're working on. And so because I know that about myself, I try to introspect and I try to just be quiet. If I can't think of something positive to say at that moment, then I just don't say anything at all. And it's a practice that I have learned and I'm still learning, because I feel like sometimes people want to poke you and they want to like keep poking at that it's like poking at a sore. And they want to keep poking at that sore and keep poking at that sore and keep poking at that sore until it breaks the skin. And that's sometimes what I feel the enemy will do. He'll send people your way that it's their agenda in life to hurt you or to cause you to get upset. It brings them joy to make you step out of your character. So it's very important when you're dealing with these tests and when you're confronted with these types of tests to pass the test. It's okay to be silent. You don't have to defend yourself. God is my defense. I don't have to defend myself all the time. There are times when it'll be appropriate for me to say something, and then there'll be a time where I won't say a word. And it's a good practice because I'm not willing to let anything that I do or say hinder me or stop my progress, one. And two, I'm not willing to let anybody have that much power over me. That's the bigger issue for me, because my progress, God is gracious and he will still, my breakthrough is still my breakthrough. I don't want to delay my breakthrough, but I also don't believe that anybody has the authority or the ability to affect what God has for me. But I do know that people do intentionally try to hurt you and do intentionally like to see you get upset, like to see you triggered. But we have to be wise enough to not give them that satisfaction and know when it's time to take our power back. And so for me, that's been my practice this week. Just with different situations. I'm finding myself walking away. I'm finding myself, just maintaining my peace and speaking to myself positively and speaking to myself kindly, and knowing that everything that I'm doing and everything that I'm working toward is going to serve a higher purpose beyond just me. It's going to impact so many people, the things that I'm working on, and I'm so excited about it. And I'm not willing to compromise or jeopardize those things for the sake of losing my temper and going off on somebody. It's not worth it. It's not worth me being in a negative headspace and allowing that negativity to overwhelm and overtake my mind when I want to be thinking on the things that I'm ready to accomplish and what I'm going to do once this breakthrough happens, and how I'm going to, make even more of an impact on the world. That's what I want my mind to be focused on, not on foolishness and drama. So it's a conscious effort. It's a conscious decision. I want you guys to practice this. I'm doing it with you because I am being tested in some areas, and it's definitely challenging. But greater is he that is in you than he that is in this world. And you have to know who you are and know that your battles are not just what you see, but they're spiritual first. Everything happens in the spirit realm first, then it manifests in the natural realm. And when you're fighting, you're not fighting the person, you're fighting that spirit. It's spirit to spirit. They don't like your spirit. Whatever negativity that they're choosing to operate in doesn't like your positive spirit. And so you have to make a conscious effort to not allow yourself to get off your throne and stoop down to their levels. So I just want to encourage you guys with that. It's not easy. You're probably not going to always win this test, but I encourage you to try your best. I love you guys very much. Have an amazing week. I will be speaking with you guys soon. Love you, and I can't wait to share with you. I am literally at the finish line for a couple of projects, and I can't wait to reveal it to you. I will be talking to you guys soon. Have a great week. Bye.